Let's get more analysis on this from Riccardo Fabiani, who's the North Africa Project Director for the International Crisis Group, and he joins us now live from Lisbon. Welcome to the programme. So I'm seeing a lot of big names attending this international conference in Paris on Friday tomorrow. Egypt's Al-sisi, Vice President of the US, Kamala Harris. Does this mean the elections in Libya, which are just 5 weeks away, will indeed go ahead?
I think it's quite clear that there is a strong backing at the international level for the elections to take place on the 24th of December, as it was initially scheduled. I have to say that this seems to be almost an obsession by the international community. The idea seems to be that once the elections take place, all other problems will simply go away, and mission will be accomplished, and the transition will be finally over. I'm afraid that this is probably a slightly simplistic view of what is happening in Libya, that the international community at the Paris conference might run the risk of underestimating what are the current troubles, the current problems implicit in this schedule and in the elections on the 24th of December.
And have they?
There are many.
There are many. Yeah, that's my question. Have they, as you said, it's an obsession to actually hold these elections. Have they underestimated just how challenging it will be to hold elections in Libya?
I do think that there is a serious underestimation of the risks here. There is a law that regulates these elections, has been approved without a plenary session by the House of Representatives, and we don't know exactly, who voted for it. And most importantly, this law was adopted without any consultations of the political factions that sit in Tripoli and in the west of the country. And then, most importantly, there is a sequencing in these elections. We will first have presidential elections, followed by parliamentary elections. And the risk is that if the outcome of the presidential elections is not, let's say, appreciated or shared by, whatever faction inside the country, they might try and appeal against these elections, suspend the whole process, effectively undermine the following parliamentary elections, or the whole process could be easily paralyzed by a series of, legal appeals and protests. So,
and what could happen then? Just very quickly, would we see even more instability?
Of course, this is the biggest risk, right? Okay. That basically this could justify violence, instability, and basically another round of chaos in Libya.
And, France is also asking for the departure, very briefly, of foreign forces and mercenaries. Will they leave? And who are they? Just briefly, if you could.
There are mercenaries and foreign troops of all sorts, right? We've seen, Russian, Turkish, African troops present in Libya in various forms. The issue is that only an elected government with strong popular backing and international support can actually succeed in withdrawing, in kicking out, if you like, these troops. Without a legitimate elected government with international support, this is very difficult to achieve, very unlikely to happen.
All right, thank you so much. Riccardo Fabiani. We'll be keeping a close eye on this conference in Paris and, of course, the run-up to the elections in Libya. Thank you.
Thank you.